Ora bem, eu quero ver aqui primeiro as habilidades. Eu preciso de mais um ponto. Quais é que são as prioridades? Fazer estes até à latoeira e fazer este das 3 setas. Eu se calhar começo com os das setas e depois vou para este. Muito bem. Vou pegar esta cena só para não estar com isto sempre a dizer-me o que é que eu tenho. Quanto espaço é que ainda tenho? Ainda tenho bastante. Caixas de tesouros. Botões de cura posso vender. Uma flor de metal e uma célula de energia. Ok, vamos falar com o Tab outra vez. Onde é que andas?
Hi, Aloy.
Ora bem. 50, tenho 36. E vender. Era quais? Era estas, não era? Ok. Eu queria era esta, só que é 65. O que é que eu posso vender mais? Ok. Ah, mas não tenho as velas. Ficar com esta, mas esta é só 10. E tenho esta. Pá, por agora vou com esta que se lixe.
May the goddess protect.
Está na boa.
I wish you.
Ora bem, vendo aqui. Resistência a projéteis, corrupção, resistência corpo a corpo. Vou pôr as resistências assim. E... este é qual? Este é normal e de fogo. Portanto, quero uma de fogo. Vai o 12. Dano e laceração é bom. Manuseamento e fogo também. Não há nada que se possa por aqui? Nem para esta. Ok. E vou continuar à espera. Ok. Aqui temos o teatro, né? Ok, tá bom. Que é para aquecer.
Get down
Espera lá. Qual é que é a minha roupa? Já estou com a equipada.
there. Bad enough you're drunk. Why do you have to go climbing houses?
Quem é que está a subir a casas?
Not supposed to go climbing on other people's roofs, huh?
Ah, está ali.
Get down from there now.
Oh, that's just what you want, isn't it? For me to fall on my head.
What I
Olha, já
want
agora,
is for you to climb
eles às
down.
vezes têm aqui cenas escondidas.
For me to have no fun at all.
Oi? Está ali.
Fine. Stay up on the roof all night if
Não,
you
até.
want.
Yeah, I will.
Caixa de provisões. Mais alguma coisa?
Listen carefully now, for you'll have to tell this when I'm gone. Imagine, in the beginning, all life came from All Mother.
Toda a vida veio da Almada, ok.
Beasts, all were her children.
Mais das
They
lascas.
lived alongside each other in the comfort of her wild embrace. But some,
Ah, a terça está ali.
though they took of her bounty,
Olha o Karst.
Aloy, over here.
Então, mano.
Karst? What are you doing here?
Careful. Pretend like we've never met. I wasn't supposed to trade with outcasts in the wilds, remember?
Yeah.
How could I forget? And how generous of you to talk to me now.
Don't be like that. You know I'll be rooting for you in the proving tomorrow. Can't wait to see the looks on some of these faces when you win. And if you need any last-minute supplies, I'm your man.
So, Mother's Heart. I thought you preferred the wilds.
Well, man can't drink alone all the time, can he? Truth is,
¿Verdad?
I get lonely once in a while. There, I admitted it. Don't think less of me.
I won't hold it against you. If you give me a discount.
You can't be.
I'm joking, Karst. It's good to see you.
Don't go soft on me. All right, let's do this.
Bora lá. Ah não, estas são as que eu tenho. Também são a mesma coisa. Não preciso porque este cobre... Estas duas cobrem aquilo, não é? E causam mais dano também. O arco de precisão é que eu tenho curiosidade, mas pronto. Caixa de tesouro, mais uma amostra grátis. Ah, e agora tenho as roupas aqui. Só que mais uma vez tenho o problema, faltam-me as velas. Posso comprar 2 velas. Não, eu acho que já estou bem,
Next time,
É aqui.
In a moment, we shall bless the proving. But first, we have guests to welcome.
For 2 years, we have been at peace with Akarja. It is time to restore our bonds of trade with Meridian. These envoys come to us under a banner of peace.
Ok. Boas reações.
An enunciation of gratitude written
Killers
by the
and
hand
slavers!
of
Yeah!
Sun King of
Killers and slavers!
Hey,
Luminance of
hold your fruit, Nora.
Toda gente
Nora
simpática.
Faithful, hold your fruit. Now I'm Azaram, not Karja, so I'll put it to you straight. The 13th Sun King was a murderous bung. Oh, he was. He was a tyrant and a monster. He raided my tribe for blood sacrifice, just like yours. My own sister was taken.
Ui.
I hated the Karja. But the 13th king is dead. 2 years now. Now, who killed him? The 14th. Not because he lusted for power, but because someone had to put an end to his father's atrocities.
Yeah!
The message that this poor priest means to read is an apology. Straight from the lips of the 14th king. So please, can't you lend him your ears?
Bom gajo, este bacana.
Thank you.
An enunciation of gratitude, written by the hand of Sun King Avad. 14th luminance.
Olha que ele também tem foco.
Line. People of the Nora.
Old man. Unknown device detected. He's wearing a focus, just like mine.
Como é que é, amigo?
I won't let the
You're the only other person I've ever seen wearing a focus. Where did you get yours?
What? A Nora? Wearing one of these? That's impossible. Your tribe fears the old places.
Ele é amarelo.
Forbids them.
Who says I'm like other Nora?
Why, I guess you're not. Maybe you've gone delving in the ruins of the metal world.
What's wrong?
Oi? O que é que se passa com o dele?
Malfunction.
Oh, Lynn, you making friends with locals, are we?
Olha o gajo.
I'll come back.
Wait.
No, we'll talk later. Have to go.
Whoa. Well, I guess he's more hungover than I thought. Hey, you got the same trinket that Olin has on his head. Since when did those become fashionable?
His name is Owen? Who is he? And where did he get one of these?
He's just a scrounger with friends in high places. He spends half his time digging for artifacts, the other half drinking or dicing. As for the trinket, well, I guess he dug it up somewhere. Just a weird old jewel he sticks on his face. I mean, no offense. It looks great on you.
Bateu cor. Ok, primeiro vamos
I
falar
thought your friend was going to go down in a hail of fruit, but you
falar
really
do
calmed the crowd.
discurso. Acalmar as cenas antes de voltar a puxar pelo
I
Olin.
wasn't sure I could do it. The Nora is still pissed with the Karja about the Red Raids. And who can blame them?
Sacos mortais? Perguntas.
I wanted to ask you something else.
If you want. But I'll also be around after that.
Vamos lá
blessing
descobrir
thing,
bocadinho
if
do
that'd be a
mundo.
better time to talk.
Já, cá está.
I never heard anything about red raids growing up. What were those?
Your tribe was at war and you didn't even know? Were you kept hidden away? Did you have overprotective parents or something?
I grew up as an outcast, shunned by the tribe.
Oh, yeah, I've heard the Nora do that. That seems cruel, if you ask me.
É, bocado.
But
Principalmente quando a
even
gaja
an
era uma miúda.
outcast knows about the derangement of the machines, right? How they get deadlier every year? Well, the mad Sun King figured if he spilled enough blood to the Sun God, it would calm the machines. Didn't work. But for years he raided the
teve uma boa
tribes
pancada,
and
estou
took
a ver.
captives for sacrifice. My sister among them. The Nora put up a good fight, but lives were lost.
Já, como é que
So
acabaram com
what
os
happened?
Red
How did
Raids?
it all end?
The Mad King's own son united Karja rebels with Oseram freebooters. And together we did the impossible, took back Meridian and killed the crazy old king. So now the son sits on the throne and it's a big improvement. Under Avad, there's no more sacrifices, no more slavery. People from all tribes are welcome in Meridian now, even Nora exiles. You really should come visit.
Vamos saber se os Oseram.
Oh, that's my tribe, far to the northwest. We're good at three things: arguing, working steel, and brewing.
And freebooters. What are those?
I guess you could say we were mercenaries, warriors for pay. Except a lot more loyal than that makes us sound. Avad couldn't have taken down his father without our metal and muscle. And now some of us serve proudly as his personal vanguard.
Ok, e a tua irmã? Não, vou perguntar pelo transtor, não pelos Karja. Karja primeiro.
If the Karja have such a cruel history, how did you end up serving them?
The last king and his men were butchers. But the new king wants peace. There's nothing cruel about that. Besides, the Karja don't just fight, they build. But take Meridian. Next to it, everything else is just a bunch of sticks and stones.
Meridian deve ser a cidade deles, não é?
Just how big is Meridian? What's it like?
Where do I even start? My tribesmen are masters of the forge, the best tinkers in the world. But when it comes to building, the Karja have us beat.
The city soars over a canyon with more bridges than the Nora have roads and buildings tall as mountains. And across the valley stands the spire, like a blade thrust into the sky, reflecting the sun. You really owe it yourself to see it. So consider that a challenge. Or an invitation.
Ok, transtorno.
You said the machines have been getting more dangerous every year.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you that, right?
First I've heard of it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just assumed everyone knew.
Ele está
Well, the way
isolado,
I
já te
hear it,
disse.
15, 20 years ago, the machines weren't always pissed off like they are now. When a hunter came at them, they'd spook and run.
Quer dizer que há algo a atacar.
So it was hard to take them down, but not dangerous, so long as he was smart enough to jump out of the way. But then the derangement starts up and everything changes. Now, when a hunter fires a shot, the machines snarl and charge right at him. A few more years pass and they start attacking people on sight. Going anywhere becomes a major risk.
Ok.
If that wasn't bad enough, entirely new kinds of machines start showing up. Bigger, meaner, and heavily armed.
Tal como aquela grande que acabámos de bater.
Yeah, 10 years ago, that one. But every couple of years or so, something worse comes along. Believe me.
So what's making it happen?
And no one knows. And the machines, well, they aren't telling.
Cenário, já sabemos, a tua irmã.
Your sister was taken captive and sacrificed. That's terrible.
Captive, yes. Sacrificed, no. It takes more than a few Karja to finish Ursa. She got away, and now she's my captain. Captain of the entire Vanguard. Favored by the Sun King himself.
How did she survive?
Well, that's a story, all right, but it takes a while to tell. Maybe another time over a drink or three?
Ah, corista.
Or
Até para
just
falar
come
da
to
irmã.
Meridian and meet her yourself. I think you'd like each other. You're both rather, direct.
I want to ask you about something you said before.
Ask away.
Armadura
I've
primeiro
never
antes
seen
do
armor
all-in.
like yours before.
You've never seen Vanguard steel? Well, let me introduce you. Ring-locked, impact-protected, sturdy enough to choke a sawtooth. It has to be. The Vanguard of the Sun King's best. Life-takers and machine-breakers to a one. It might even give a Nora warmaid like you more trouble than she can handle.
With all that metal to slow you down? I doubt it.
Yeah, hard to say. From where I'm standing, looks like a pretty even match.
You all-in.
What else do you know about Olin?
Is he really that interesting? I'm starting to get jealous. Well, he scours the wilds for ruins, digs up stuff, and sells it to nobles. When he's not scrounging, he's scouting. Exactly the skills you want the man guiding your expedition to have. I've known him for a few years. He's a loyal companion, cares for his family, holds his drink well enough. I like him, but besides that, not much to tell.
Ok. Então vá, vamos continuar para a Benção.
To the blessing.
Yeah. Look, maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's obvious that you don't belong in this backwater. I mean, you're smart. You're obviously capable, and...
Chaval.
I mean, look at you.
E aí, como é que falas do bairro?
What are you talking about?
You know what. All right, if you ever visit Meridian, look me up. I'll show you around, make introductions. It'll be a whole new life, if you want it. Anyway, I have to go to that blessing thing, too, so, see you around, maybe?
Tá-se bem, tá-se bem. Jezza, Terça e o Irid. E o outro?
It's for the goddess to judge.
Por que é que eu não posso? Ok. Então pronto, vai, não falo. Cars.
Vala thinks she can win just because her mother's war chief. She should think again.
A Vala. Ok. Para aqui. Onde é que eu tenho de ir? Nada aqui. E estamos. Boa. Caixa de provisões. Ou é aquela que eu já apanhei? É aquela que eu já apanhei.
Start the blessing when all aspirants are in place.
Ok, qual é que é o meu spot?
Aloy, take your place right there. The prayer lantern is yours.
Ah, fizeram-lhe uma.
For you.
Blasphemy, sisters. Aspirants, before each of you sits a prayer lantern crafted by your mother. In her honor.
Pronto, visto que mostraram estes dois, deve ser a bala e o não é o Cars. Como é que chama o puto? Por mim, pela minha mãe, por Rost. Pelo Rost, é o único que é vivo.
In honor of Rost. And all he did to help me get here.
A mãe não sabemos. Para ela é demasiado egocêntrico.
Hear our prayer. What is the child but a mother's hope that takes flight? A glowing flame that climbs the air, set free to the wind, sailing the sky till it fades and falls. So, from one to another, passes the chain of love.
Tá giro, tá giro.
There's Olin. I have some questions.
Errant, Edith e o Olin. Mais alguém? Não, mais ninguém. Vamos de um para um, vamos primeiro a esta. Esta é terça. O que é que estava a dizer?
Now that the blessing has been made, you and I finally have a moment to speak.
Ótimo.
I hope the ceremony wasn't too unpleasant for you, given your circumstances.
Achei lindo.
I can't say it was comfortable, but I could see the beauty of the ritual, even so.
It takes a generous heart, Aloy, to commend a ritual that venerates all that you were denied.
All I'm saying is that it didn't bother me. I have bigger things to worry about than hearing the Nora mumble about their mothers.
I see. I imagine you must have questions for me then.
Why was I made an outcast at birth, Tirsa? What crime could I have committed even before I was born?
Aloy, this is not a question I can
Então, posso responder todas as perguntas. Primeira pergunta, epá, não dá. Oh, filha da mãe.
And what about my mother? Is she here tonight, watching me? Or is she dead? Is she here? Or nowhere?
I am sure your mother is here with us, if only in spirit.
That's not really an answer, is it? Just so you know, Tirsa, the reason I'm here is to get answers. Real ones. And when I win the proving, I will demand them.
I know, Aloy. I would expect nothing less.
Ok. E Rost?
What about Rost? Why was he made an outcast?
So, he never told you?
He said he swore an oath never to speak of it.
Yes. As did I, and the other
Oh, filha da
matriarchs.
mãe, pá.
I'm sorry, Aloy. But Rost's past is another secret I must keep from you.
Phonix.
What else is new?
Podes-me falar sobre ti
Rost
ou
told me that
também é
matriarchs
de outro
don't just lead the
mundo?
tribe. What else do you do?
We teach, offer counsel, give blessings. When necessary, we judge. Our only concern is the welfare of the tribe. Among our number this year, we count 3 high matriarchs and some 30 lesser matriarchs.
What's the difference?
Matriarchs are grandmothers with 2 generations of living progeny.
E só há 3 avós nesta
But a
terra
high
toda?
matriarch is a great-grandmother
Ah,
with 3
ok,
or
estas
more
são
generations to her
bisavós.
name. Thus do we speak for generations, lending our opinions weight. The high matriarchs most of all.
Tá interessante.
So, the more children you have, the more authority you get? I guess that's one way to decide who leads a tribe.
Why would there be any other?
Yeah, porque é que a Lansra me
Why does
odeia?
Lansra hate me so much?
She is a woman of extreme opinions. More than that, I cannot say.
Opiniões
It's not my
extremas.
fault that I
Como
was
assim?
born. Or that the matriarchs decided to cast me out.
I side with you in this matter, but there are differences of opinion, and any vote of the High Matriarchs requires a majority.
Paris na
It
prova.
surprises me the tribe lets outcasts run in the proving. It's not like the Nora to be so hospitable.
True.
It has always been law that any child outcast has this right, as a means to rejoin the tribe. So far as I know, however, you are the first ever to exercise this right.
A sério?
I'm not surprised. I doubt many outcast children survive long enough in the wilds to come of age.
I think, rather, it is because child outcasts are so rare. In all my years, I've only known of one other child who was cast out. A boy of 13, who killed his mother. But at the proving 5 years later, he did not appear.
No. I'd be surprised if he survived very long on his own.
But at least he had a chance. Other tribes would have simply executed him. It may be hard for you to accept, Aloy.
Okay.
But the practice of shunning is, relatively speaking, humane.
Ok, mais ou menos.
Oh, is it? Try it out for 18 years, Tirsa, and then let me know what you think.
Yeah. Já chega desta gaja. Eu percebo que ela esteja a menos mamas.
It's just... I've wanted answers for so long.
I know, child. You're not the only one who's waited years for this day. I will be praying for your success.
Vai pregar para o sucesso da tua mãe.
That blessing wasn't bad. Nice and short, anyway. But I know a half-dozen Oseram tinkers who could put on a better fireworks show.
Não era o objetivo, mano.
I hope I'm not throwing a wet blanket on your sacred ritual. It was nice.
Comigo estás bem, mas com os outros, cuidado. Já falamos contigo.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Tá bem. Onde é que está o all-in?
Hello, Olin.
You know my name? Ah, guess Aaron told you.
Yeah.
Why did you act so strange when we spoke earlier?
Must be this festival. I'm really not one for crowds.
Gajo está sempre bêbado, não é pessoa de público.
Stop dodging my questions.
All right, cool your fire. I got nothing to hide.
Nada a esconder. A última vez que me disseram isso foi bonito. Quem és tu?
What are you doing here, Olin? Why come to Noraland?
Aaron needed a scout for his expedition, and a second for his drinking. That's all. Someone to stop the Sun Priest getting lost. When all this is over, I'm back to delving ruins, rummaging for scrap, scrounging up trinkets to sell.
Portanto, vais competir comigo.
So you're an explorer?
Just another outlander, girl. A man's gotta make his shards. I just make mine in service to the king's court. That's all.
Também não é preciso ser só agressivo, mano.
I've never seen anyone else with a focus. Where exactly did you find it?
In a ruin, north of the Claim. That's our name for the Oseram homeland. Up there, the metal seams run deep. Steel giants half buried in loose soil. Forgotten caves that the old ones bored into mountain rock. Your eyes just lit up.
I found my focus in a cave just like you're describing. A ruin of the old ones.
Okay.
If you've delved yourself, you know as much as I do. Go to those places for answers. Not me.
Até facto não funcionou.
When we spoke earlier, you winced, then looked like you were in pain. Or frightened. Did your focus show you something?
It didn't show me anything. I told you. It malfunctioned. Happens all the time.
Nunca me aconteceu, porque é que estás a mentir?
You're not a very convincing liar.
Do you always accuse people you've just met of lying?
Não, só mentirosos.
Only the ones who aren't telling the truth.
Exato.
Fire and spit, girl. I'm a plain hammered man with nothing to hide. You don't believe me, that's your trouble, not mine.
Yeah, esperava mais
I
tempo.
don't understand. We have this device in common, but you can't wait to stop talking to me.
É um Zé Merdas.
I already have all the friends I need, girl. I don't need the bother.
I'm used to being shunned by the tribe. I thought you'd be different.
It's nothing personal. It really isn't. You should try to enjoy yourself tonight. Big day tomorrow. Always best to make every day count.
Parece quase uma ameaça, mano. Mais alguém? Quem és tu? Irid. Ah, o padre dos...
Your blessing was most illuminating. I've never seen its like. A rare gift indeed.
But you don't believe in Allmother, do you?
Usually the distance between our tribes shrouds Nora ways from Karja eyes. But here among you, I see a beauty that shines true. Perhaps Naman is right after all, that the sun's light brightens all lands and all peoples.
Who's Naman?
One of my brethren, who believes the sky is wide enough for the faiths of all tribes.
É um rei sol, deve ser o líder deles.
His luminance Avad is the 14th king of the radiant line. His light envelops the sky.
É uma fase muita exposição. Isto é bem cansativo para quem está a ver a série pela primeira vez.
You speak highly of him. Do you know him well?
By his nature, he is unknowable and infallible. We are his instruments, not his companions. I have been in his presence, but we draw down our hoods so as not to behold his light directly.
He's the sun, he has total power, and no friends. That couldn't go wrong.
13º.
If your Sun Kings are so infallible, how do you explain the crimes of the last king?
Well, the sun's glory is a great and brazen crown for a vessel as small as a man. If the vessel is flawed, indeed in the burial caves, one can see the skulls of the past kings are cracked, trialed and fired in the sun's kiln. That can be too much for any man to bear, even a ruler of men.
So the sun can make bad choices like anyone else?
Oh, no.
Has there ever been a Sun Queen?
Many wives and consorts, of course.
Não, as mulheres naquela civilização não têm coisa.
For the sun to choose a queen. This has not happened.
Why not?
The sun is masculine, of course, and so would choose its heirs thus.
Está-se bem, soltem pela. Vá.
It's a light in the sky. I've never seen anything dangling from it. I don't know if you've noticed, but women run things around here.
Well, Avad took a woman as captain of his vanguard, the first to hold such an honor.
That's
you mean Aaron's sister, Ursa. From what he told me, she sounds formidable.
Oh, formidable indeed. A woman, and an outsider as well.
She might make a fine Sun Queen, given a chance.
A Sun Queen? Oh, no.
Não, precisa de pila. Tu quem és?
Who are you, Sun Priest?
I am the Reverend Irid. The glory of the Karja is the sun's glory, reflected. We sun priests are but glimmers of its great light.
You just said a lot, but you didn't tell me anything.
Não tem, é padre.
My apologies. My duty is to carry out the will of the sun by serving its emissary among us.
Era mais fácil teres dito sou padre.
I comfort those who walk by the light of day, and I travel to those in far reaches whom the light barely touches, bearing warmth.
Hey, padre. Meridian.
So you live in Meridian?
I do. Where better to mark the sun's divine passage than where the sandstone glows in the light of its passing. I was raised in the Mesa's great shade, its wild bird markets and metal cellars, spices and colored silks.
Okay.
Sounds impressive.
Oh, you should behold it. And you can if you make the journey. At his luminance's order, we have flung its gates open to all.
Any Nora who leaves the sacred land becomes an exile. But hey, who knows where I'll end up.
Mas nós vamos ter de sair, pá. Caso contrário não temos história, não é?
Did you come all this way just to deliver your Sun King's speech?
It is my duty, and also my honor. to carry the light of atonement to those we overshadowed and wronged. I swallowed my fear, but it re-emerged. I am glad Erend van Guardsman made this journey. He is my shield, a good man.
Yeah, já o conheci. Uma guerra contra os
Why
Nora.
were the Karja at war with the Nora?
Under the 13th Sun King, the Karja had no peace with any tribe.
Atacou para todos os
His
lados.
luminance has sent those days to dusk. We must renew the light that binds us, though few volunteered to come here.
The Nora scare you. They're good at making people feel unwelcome.
It's said one soldier died for every Nora taken alive. But I see you can be as calm as you are fierce.
Ok.
This has been illuminating, but
Mais ou menos. Não, illuminating. Foi o pano. Tá bem, tá bem, tá bem.
May the dawn find you, the day warm you, and the dusk have light to guide your path.
Ok. Resumindo e baralhando. Fomos uma de 3 tribos por agora. Ainda vamos descobrir mais. A nossa favorece as mulheres, a deles favorece os homens, a outra favorece o álcool e o metal, aparentemente. Houve uma guerra, um dos gajos enlouqueceu porque as máquinas estavam malucas e ele decidiu andar à pera, basicamente. Andar a sacrificar gente. Que não funcionou. O que é que falta mais? Aquele Erend parece boa pessoa, o Olin anda a mentir. E que mais? E pronto, e olha, vamos andar à pera. É para onde? Para aqui? Não, fui para o lado errado, foi. Há mais itens? Não. Foi? Não. Ui. Ok. Não há aqui ponto para gravar. Estou a gravar aqui. Não. Estava a ver se havia itens. É um ganso. Mas eu não posso. Posso! É lá fora, lá fora. Tá, vamos lá. Quero fazer o proving. É para aqui? Não, para ali é o outro puto. É para onde? Onde é que é a caserna dos caçadores, pá? Fogo. Aqui. Tá bem. Bom dia.
Find your bed, outcast, and dream of winning the proving. That's the closest you're gonna get.
Onyx.
Oh, this is the bed house? With you standing guard, I figured it was the latrine.
Your very presence here.
Bem. Bem.
Well, look who's come in from the wild. The motherless outcast.
És o atrasado mental que levou com a pedra. És o atrasado mental que levou com a pedra.
Now that's a cherished memory.
You can be a real lard sometimes, boss. Cut it out.
Não te preocupes. Não dou conta dele se for preciso.
Where's your bite, outcast? Or did you need my permission to speak in the presence of a true Nora?
Oh, rapaz. Deves querer levar onde a tua mãe te fez.
You didn't know the words of the blessing, did you?
That way?
But no one hears your prayers anyway.
Eu já te vou. Oh, maninho. Maninho.
Aw, you even try to dress like a real Nora. Not that it fools anyone.
So this is how it's gonna be with you, is it?
This is how it's gonna be with everyone, outcast. You belong in the wilds, not Mother's heart. And you definitely don't belong in the
Começo a
proof.
achar que devia ter acertado na cabeça também. Tens medo? Não, vou ganhar.
Too bad for you that I'm gonna win it then.
I've trained all my life for this. If I lost to you, I'd make myself an outcast for life.
Olé, já tens plano de vida.
You wouldn't last long in the wilds.
Já tens plano de vida.
I often think of the day I gave you that scar. It's a cherished memory.
Yeah. The look on your face when I knocked that stone out of your hand was pretty entertaining. But I suppose you leave that part of the story out when you tell it, don't you?
I branded you that day to mark your shame.
All you did that day was make me stronger. Just wait.
Olá, Miguel.
I'll show you tomorrow.
Yeah, right. This is boring. Time for boss to get some sleep. You'll be the one surprised tomorrow, outcast.
Diz-me cá porrada nisto para eu lhe ir à
Oh,
boca.
are you gonna shut your mouth? Because that would be a surprise.
Tá bem, tá bem. É aquelas respostinhas um bocadinho... Oi?
Nice job handling Bast. That should keep him quiet till morning. Anyway.
Esta é a filha da líder, é?
I don't believe we've met. I'm Aloy.
Oh, I know who you are. The competition.
Eu também ouvi falar
The
de ti.
others, they'll finish the proving. Most of them. But win it? That's down to Bast, you, or me.
Não, basta não é.
Vala.
Basta
Nice
apanha
to
na
meet you,
boca.
Vala. You're right. I am going to win tomorrow.
Never celebrate a victory before it's earned, girl. My mother taught me that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna get some sleep. I plan to be well rested when I run you into the ground tomorrow.
Tá bem, tá.
Your bunk's right there when you want it.
Okay. Thanks.
Bora. Fixe cama. Quer só cama.
So, your first day in Mother's heart. What do you think? You've never slept in a Nora lodge before. Not very private.
Detesto, nada de mal, demasiado suave. Demasiado suave que ela teve no terreno, no outro terreno.
That's what I think.
Not all comforts are bad.
Comforts are weakness.
Ah, rapariga, porra, se eu soubesse que ia ser assim, não tinha dito isso.
You can always go back to living in the wilds if you have to. In the meantime, get some rest.
A ideia era mais aquele hábito guerreiro, pá.